Hello and welcome to Oran Football Specials, powered by Priority Solution, of course, sponsored and brought to you by Oran, the lead telecom service provider in the country, the biggest and the best when it comes to voice, data, value-added service, and for sure, CSR. And because of this, Orange launched the biggest loyalty platform for the clients and subscribers of Orange. We don't do it Orange all these years by way of showing gratitude, so much so that the clients and subscribers get the opportunity for get birthday celebration stage for them already. And 5 subscribers don't get the opportunity for the Orange organize surprise birthday parties for them. So all the thing for do now for continue for do the needful, stay within the network, go to the Orange Facebook page, like and drop a message about your birthday. And of course, when you get the message also with the now star 130 hash, you get the opportunity to get a code, and later a draw will be made with. Also you get an opportunity for get tickets to Orange sponsored events. Remember, the big sister Salon de Cam. Keep watching. I will tell you more after the break.
With Fumble, Orange like you. And because we like you, we dey introduce we first loyalty program when our Orange like you. The first ever na salon. This na for sure say we appreciate and love all we loyal customer them. Ready oh? Cause we dey can pamper you with amazing surprise them like you dream birthday party, data bonus, voice and SMS offer them. You go get VIP ticket to all program when our Orange dey sponsor. Tourist trips, discounts on prompt postpaid payment, and boku other surprise them. Orange like you. You now we bally eye, you now we bosom, and you now we body.
Orange.
Welcome back to the show. For sure, you are watching Oran Football Special with me, Engineer Mohammed Benson Power. Coming up in the show, we'll tell you more on the SLFA disbursements of the FIFA CAF COVID Relief Fund. We don't go through the beneficiaries of football within the football family, and we'll tell you more on what's happened on the U17 tournament where Sierra Leone go host, and of course the U20 male and U20 female in Cape Verde and Senegal, respectively. For sure, the double header against Nigeria with the senior national team. They engage Nigeria for the Nations Cup qualification. We will tell you more of that day. But for help me discuss all of this, on an emotional day like this, we go be my last show, on Orange Football Special. It has been, a very long period I've been with this show, but today is a very emotional day for me. I mean, I must say this because, if I'm here again, I'll be here as a guest and not as a host, and I'll be looking forward to that. And today I'll be joined for the first time on stage with Noe Kitami Horton, winner the CEO of Central Parade. What's a day for me?
Thank you.
Now one of the youngest CEOs in Sierra Leone football, and of course we're proud to get you on Oran Football Special.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I also get the Director of Competition, Suri Ibrahim Sise, SIS for short, one of the most knowledgeable individuals when it comes to African football in Sierra Leone. You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
So let's share these moments of excitement, these moments of emotion with me, joining me on stage here today and being the last day of host of Oran Football Special. And this is not because I did take up a responsibility for Kute with the Sierra Leone Football Association as corporate affairs manager of the Sierra Leone Football Association. For me, it's a task, for serve the country, and I'm willing and ready to serve diligently.
Well, first of all, let me congratulate you on behalf of myself and on behalf of the Football Association, where you can join me as we corporate affairs head or manager. Yes, the Football Association at the moment will try for do some restructuring, and we try for bringing certain departments them way not been they exist. And you lucky for be one of the persons that we don't bring come on board for can head a new department will not ever exist in the Sierra Leone FA. And we only hope that the confidence we the Football Association repose in you will live up to that.
Exactly.
And from the time where we do the announcement of your appointment, the feedback we don't get from the public is overwhelming. It means that you are not the right person for the right job. So we as an association, we are very much proud of you, and we believe say you will able to work with we going forward for develop this game here, because most times what you will only experience in the country over the years is that people then they sit in the background only for criticize, what we can call in journalism the armchair critics them. But when you call them for camp first solution to what them they criticize, and then they do one. And you're one of the persons that we don't opt this time around say, okay, let me join the Football Association in trying to rebrand the image of the Football Association. Over the years, we only get some challenges. People that only get their own perception about the Football Association, how the Football Association they run and this, that. So we decided say this time around, let's try for restructure the Football Association and try for give a new face. And you will agree with me that in the last 1 or 2 years, the Football Association only take that direction there. And on that basis, they will decide, say, make we bring you come on board as we corporate affairs manager or head of corporate affairs. We're in a new department at the Football Association for Kahead. And we hope, say, from watching the interaction in the last 72 hours while I don't deal with you in our office, I think say you don't get off to a very good start. We only hope that you go continue that trend there.
Thank you very much. It's pleasing hearing this. No.
Yeah. The Football Association, the Sierra Football Association, since the days of the Akaz to Samadi Kava, there was, they run like a one-man or just executive show. Football is not a cash box business anymore. Football like whole empire, like a multi-billion-dollar industry. And for tap into that as a Football Association, we for plan ahead, get a lot of strategies and expanding the organization, bringing people in. We know what then they do. Like you are young and you're well educated in the field, you're well grounded in the field. I can just imagine if 7 years ago you don't get this appointment, Sierra Leone Football Association from a different platform now, as of now. But never too late, it is better. They don't see the needful about expanding, bringing a lot of people, and this is not about working with people that you are comfortable with, or your supporters or your sympathizers, but people who know what they are, waiting they want for do, waiting football need. Because football now, this part of the world, you can say, not just enjoyment. Football is entertainment and business. The business now don't they overtake the entertainment now in football.
Sure.
And we need for tap into that business level. Because being corporate head, I expect say now we Football Association for able to get a sponsorship deals from different people wherein we don't go depend on FIFA and government CAF only for revenue. Because all this thing they happen, so now we in football because we only depend on FIFA and government for funds. So we are limited. The executive, some meaningful thing they want for do, they're not able to do because they get for listening to the dictates of outside sources. But if they're able to galvanize their own funding, they go do waiting at their priorities without external pressures.
Okay.
So I just believe say I can always me and Chris can talk. In plan we get, I believe I just now it don't begin make I believe say it did one. And I don't see more appointments go for different sectors in the Football Association. And I just hope say any possibility employ. Let you know say it's not serving an individual, it's serving a nation. Not to the executive get Sierra Leone Football Association, the people of Sierra Leone, and they get the Football Association. So I believe say that go guide everybody get for go down that place to work. Let them put the nation first and the people of this nation. Because Sierra Leone, we are crazy about football so much. And we really need for develop a Football Association and let we try for so we team they qualify in a major tournament.
Indeed. Emotional message indeed. And the responsibility bestowed on me for sure. I'm going to try as best as possible with every strength and might of mine by the special grace of God for deliver, because it has been overwhelming, like you guys have mentioned, you know, on the social media platforms, you know, inundated with calls, messages. I mean, it has just been amazing, and by the special grace of God, I mean, we're going to move forward, you know. So let's start this conversation proper, you know, by talking about, you know, the disbursement of the COVID-19 fund where FIFA they don't send, you know, from the FA point of view, you know, when I don't, you know, push the money to the accounts of the respective beneficiaries, you know, in the first tranche payments.
Yeah, when the COVID pandemic been broke out all over the world, FIFA been decided say that they ease some financial restrictions or conditions the way a member association they actually meet before they get assistance, FIFA financial assistance. And one of their restrictions where they ease for getting funding there now this COVID. So they decide say then they give each and every member association we affiliate to them certain amount of money. As you rightly say, yes, we don't get the first tranche of money, which is about $500,000, and that money they remember. Before the money being come safe, we don't call the clubs them to a seminar for learn and tell we how they want for make we disburse this money. Now we and the clubs them and the various stakeholders then now we sit down and decide say let this go to this club, this other association or this other thing. So we call them again to a press conference for announce to them what's at the outcome of that consultative meeting will be in all Home Suite Hotel. So we get for disclose that just last week the money did not come, and when the money come, we said as an association we not waste time. We decide say we give out what will be not promised to the clubs then. And as we sit here, all the Premier League clubs then they have received their money through their bank account, their respective bank account, and other affiliate associations like the amputee, the deaf and dumb, other associations, they all who don't pay out their money then. And maybe somebody want to know how much we don't pay for transparency.
For sure.
We don't pay. Each Premier League club will receive about $10,000, which is 96 to 90. I'm no good at calculation. 96 million or so. Yeah, or some 100. You know, so every Premier League club, as we speak, don't receive the first batch of payment. You know, when the final tranche is being paid into our account, hopefully in January, we will pay them back. But again, let we emphasize the point. Yeah, that this money now for assist the clubs them in this COVID period. You know, not your money this way. Somebody they go take, he say they go rent a clubhouse for in club. Now for the affected officials and players, you understand? Then they are the immediate beneficiary. Now for ease some of the difficulties them where the players them and officials they don't go through this period. So that make FIFA decide say then they disburse this money, and then my colleague there instead understand, and we as a football association also they expect say for every transaction where they do with regards this funding, make it be transparent also, because at the end of the day they get for giving returns back, whether returns then they will get for take them back to FIFA, we get for lead to the final payment of the money we then get for giving. So one for make them take note of that, and each and every transaction what they do with regards to this payment, because we don't put out a press release, make it be through bank transfer. We don't want that direct cash payment. You know, we don't able account for then direct cash payment then directly to FIFA. So now make we try for encourage we clubs and other affiliate members them, but they make sure say they go through that bank transfer so that we will trace some of the record and the financial record for the attention of FIFA.
Okay, so basically for put the record straight, the reason why I want the clubs and for ensure that all the payments be done through bank transaction are for make it easy for the FA for account for them.
Yeah, of course, because when somebody give money, you get for account for them. This money not to we get them. Now FIFA give we for on behalf of we all members them. So we all members them, they give them back, make sure say they self do the same thing what they do from FIFA to them. So anybody will get for receive a single cent, if possible, because I know say most of the my colleague sitting here, Central Parade, I know say that they pay the players them through the respective bank account. So one for make that can they continue. This money when they get to, if they pay players their salary, may make sure say they do and through their respective bank account. So at the end of the day, it go easy for even the Central Parade or the Lions or the Bo Rangers for able to collect some of the documents and they submit them to the FA rather than that direct cash transaction.
Table payments.
We not go like that at all.
Okay.
We go find out that.
Yeah, Mr. Hudson, you know one of the CEOs of the Premier League clubs, at the top level of Sierra Leone football, and for sure, you guys have been affected by the fact that the COVID-19 don't bring so much destruction at the game. Knowing very well that in a country like ours, we mostly rely on gate takings for support the clubs, and for sure this one don't be a damaging effect. What's not the level of relief we wanna get on receiving this one?
Yeah, before commenting, I'd like to say a big thank you to FIFA, CAF, and the Football Association, SLFA. This money, it yearly come in handy because especially clubs are like us, private clubs, being banked by 2 or 3 individuals, one individual. It's very, very, very challenging in financing these clubs, and we rely solely on the takings and subsidies. Outside the 2 things in this store, all the rest are from private individuals. Getting this money, it yearly help cushion a lot because the boys all the players depend solely on football. Without ball they play, then they get money. Because we as managers or chairman, we bound for provide for them without ball they play actively.
Yeah.
100% to provide for them. But when the ball not they play, we say they get affected. Also we individual resources all they put. Now they stop. Most of them they run off on half salary or quarter salary as of some months. Getting this money now, it don't make a yearly relief to them because with the effect all carry for put this money in them pocket. Like the SLFA, they say for get through set them to bank transfer. Presently, at the insist on them, everybody for go updating the bank account and give me the big bank. But one thing way is very, very challenging for them. Most of them not form of ID card for set up accounts. I get to write a lot of a series of letters to the bank, giving guarantee that open we as a company we take full responsibility of anything. That's to go the extra mile, just for make sure say we stop this physical cash flow, physical money giving to them. And one other thing again, we this money come with a lot of make people eyes open, and the money come with a lot of instructions.
Okay.
A lot of instructions, do's and don'ts. And we get a
bound for go by then
for that framework.
Yes, exactly. So the framework.
And most of them clubs here so we get external debts. Creditors are running after us.
Most way they do everybody.
Whether you say some
you have to get restrictions on the usage of the money.
How for telling people and say no to this money are going to pay back. So commotion day, another pressure. Because no private club no will tell me say not get external debt. That's it. Even say the Real Madrid, the Arsenal, the Manchester, they say
Yeah.
But we try for manager. We just hope. I miss football so much.
So let's talk about this more, moving away from this money a little bit and looking forward to the future, football returning, the ban on football. What's in the thought process when it comes to
football so much?
The resolution of this issue?
Because recently, with this money come up, I try to get to 12 senior players. I tell them it came up to say, oh, I tell them, over 5 months I don't play.
Wow.
It's so come, it click on me, what see them all. I just wish for let see them now in the play. We really need to get a framework. Returning to gradual, not going to be automatic, but it should be a gradual process in a control atmosphere wherein we'll get a government to go test to players, test officials, get a control at training sessions, and subsequently our team with that behind closed door, let's start the ball rolling. Because most of the players in the Asian and we out. Some man don't go out of shape because they don't get that self-discipline.
Personal discipline, yes, for the go out there for work out
well without supervision and for no waiting to eat. Some man they are long out of shape, and we need something like at least 2 months for let we get players at top physical condition again. Because now we'll just say 1 month now from now we start playing competitive league, because next week will happen, we'll get a lot of injuries with the players and we'll go for the get. So we'll get something like 2 months stretch and physical, being back on top of the physical condition.
Okay. Wow. Well, certainly the FIFA COVID relief fund don't count smile on the faces of the club officials and the players, but equally so, it don't leave some bitter taste in their mouth as the creditors they run after them now because of the fact that you say they don't get so much money. The other day, maybe they discuss. It may be discussed now. WAFA Secretariat, in relation to wanting to have, how do I call it? A means of transportation, for example, for the club, and even go on for mention. Say, in fact, when the league they resume, knowing that all the money that don't come inside, when the club go out there for hire a particular boss, the price get for be skyrocketed because they can say, when I don't receive money, then they listen to. So all of our challenges with the club then they face, and for sure we have to find a means to resolve this problem going forward. Now all this will take for this particular segment of the show, and taking from Noi, I just want for hints that we'll come back from break. We'll talk more when it comes to the U20 and of course male and female, and of course the senior national team, because for sure, knowing that we're going to play very soon, and them players they are, not they in the kind of condition where they're supposed for the, and then it's huge problem. For the national team, maybe you go say, okay, we have foreign-based players, but for U20, we're going to rely 80 to 90% on the home-based players. Keep watching.
Let me tell you something. Orange can bring something for you and me, yeah. What do you no need for come? We go meet in now you call it. Sister, you no need for come. We go meet in now.
You Instagram and YouTube game in just stay dope no more. With Spark, you dey get 2.5 gigabytes for 15,000 leons monthly, and we dey greet you with 1.2 gigabytes for free as you join. So, now that Spark, get some nice.
Orange.
You welcome back to the show. Mixed feelings, emotions, and of course, being shared here by not only me, but also Noel they come for represents, the football family as far as the benefactors of the FIFA COVID relief fund concerned. And whilst would they enjoy the loyalty platform where Orange launch, the student pack still they on, get some nice with the Orange student pack. You don't forget the opportunity, for go online for research, for your studies, for we get for right on the respective semester exams and second semester exams and at the respective colleges, and all the research, online and what have you get the opportunity, for use the students pack, where they give, easy access and cheap as well to quality data for ensure that you able to do all of them things in the way you need for do. Now not time for a lot of talk about, you know, Sierra Leone football proper, the raw leather really rolling, and of course we'll get a line of activities, you know, coming up, you know, from November all the way to December. We'll see, you know, the U20 male and female go playing at Cape Verde and Senegal. We'll get the U17 WAFU tournament will be hosted now, and all of them tournaments are now qualification events to the Nations Cup eventually, you know, certainly. Also the senior national team go play a doubleheader in November on the 8th and 9th respectively against Nigeria. So this is now a huge challenge, knowing that at this material time the raw leather is not rolling size.
Well, that is true. That it's a huge challenge that we know they play football back home, simply because when the COVID struck, the Ministry of Sport through the government of Sierra Leone, then then they ban all sporting activities, including football. But this now the situation will be only obtained other most African countries, with the exception of 1 or 2 countries there.
Tanzania being one.
You understand, and even Burundi. Yeah. But as time goes on, most of them countries that don't easy restriction, especially on sporting discipline, like even in neighboring Guinea, so they don't allow the Confederation Cup team, Horia Athletics Club, for start for training about a month or 2 ago for prepare themselves for this month, Confederation Cup semi-finals. But we our situation now is that we still live on this sporting restriction. But CAF and FIFA don't go ahead for release the competitions calendar for the respective competitions towards the end of the year. Because remember, say when the COVID being struck, then we get for suspend all of them competitions there. But they set up a steering committee for look the future of them competitions there, and then come out with some recommendation, and they don't start for roll some of their recommendations there. Just 2 weeks ago, CAF don't release the match, the 3-4 fixture, which now the double header fixture between Sierra Leone and Nigeria. We get for take place from the 9th to the 17th, between the 9th to the 17th of November. You know, and as you rightly say, even CAF also don't also release the dates for the WAFU, the under 17 tournament. What we get for host now between November and December this year, and the WAFU tournament, therefore the under 17 tournament where we get for host now, it get for serve as a qualifier for the Morocco 2021 finals, CAF under 17 finals. You know, the same applies for the under 20 where we get for play na Senegal in December. That particular tournament will also serve as a qualifier for the under 20 tournament to Tanzania. Then you get the women's tournament, the under 20 women's tournament we get for playing at Cape Verde. You know, so basically this are the line up of competitions the way we get. It's unfortunate that up to this time we are talking about just about 2 months away from them competitions there. We still lay back home. We don't even know the future of with teams them. And when I say we don't even know the future of teams them, we don't even know as to when the government they lift this banner. The Ministry of Sport, the SLFA don't approach the Ministry of Sport, they don't approach the National Sport Authority for talk to them, and the National Sport Authority together with the Ministry of Sport, SLFA don't go to NACOVAD for explain to them, make a serious reason as to why they for ease some restriction, because government don't go ahead for ease some restriction on them amongst them, then religious institutions them. You go now Dove Court markets and you see people and they go about their business. But football, when one of the areas away affected, you know, up to this time we not see any attempt yet for me to ease the restriction. So what you would pray now is that we don't want for go into the competition for just go merely participate. We want for compete effectively among other nations in Africa. Nigeria will go for play with no disrespect to them. Then, I mean, on paper they are favorite to win both the double header matches. Them on paper, you understand. They don't already go ahead for name a squad against Sierra Leone, and besides that also they use this first FIFA transfer window, international window, for play friendly matches against Ivory Coast in Austria and against the Celtic Eagles of Tunisia in Tunis. You understand? So you find out say they on preparation, it ain't top there. But we now we're not able even assemble a team yet, and we are playing the almighty Super Eagles. So this is not a concern. It's not a concern not only for the Football Association, but also a concern for even the technical teams there, the technical staff who don't appoint. Because at the end of the day, we not go on for me and can give you excuses. Me panelists now, my colleague now don't make a point because they are more technically minded. For make you train a team, you get for give them about a month or two for make you able to gel together and able to present a formidable force. Up to this time, we are still grappling as to when they go lift this ban or not. So we want to use this platform now for continue for appeal to government. Yes, the Ministry of Sport they do well, the National Sport Authority they do well, but again, their efforts and they want for see the men come into reality now. Let the government ease restriction. We not gonna forget excuses at all to CAF, because at the end of the day, when they don't set we with Nigeria, so either we go play or we back out, you know. And the home-based players them don't know they're out of training for about 5 to 6 months also, you know. So for try for bring them players in together and try for together, because we don't go for say we go 100% foreign based, especially against Nigeria. Even for the other competitions them, like the under 20 competition, 90 to 95% of them will be home based. You understand? The under 17, 90 to 95%, or even not 100% of them will be home based. So how we go able to gain a formidable team for mixed competitions in there, where 30 days, just 2 months to kick off, 30 days we not get a go ahead from the government. So the make one for continue for appeal to government, made a series in, especially on the national team, made a ease training, made a ease the restriction for made a start for training. Otherwise, believe in me, we will just go to an competition for go just waste the taxpayers' money. And we not go on tomorrow, let people and come back say, SLF, when I just go take their money, when I go waste time, government they go waste money per football, then they do nothing. Now we for start. Most African countries, because of course I'm an expert in my own right in terms of African football, and they follow them day in, day out. Most African countries don't start effective training session ahead of these matches. Sudan don't start, Ghana don't start, almost about 70 to 80% of them, they all don't start. And some of them, even the leagues they say where they be about, they don't commence them. So up to this time, we not able to know the way forward. So we just appeal to government.
No, I'm bring you in this. You've been a very technically minded person, you know, even though severally, you know, the attempts have been made for ensure that we resolve this issue when it comes to lifting of this ban, but yet it's yet to be done. We see a situation where very recently we under 20 side playing a waffle tournament now Guinea, we saw them go all the way to the semi-finals. So a very long time on us than they have with Salon football. But this now on the backdrop of having, you know, two good seasons exactly. So we said they really play good football, which means the talent is back home. But if we not get opportunity for play, we cannot make this. So what do we do in this situation? What really should we do?
Yeah, first of all, the government, the people who are responsible for that, therefore don't say time not in our favor. Therefore expedite time, because sending players into competitive match, they need at least 45 days training, physical training, for me a match fit. And forget that, we need to start now, because we just don't get new technical things
for the
throughout the categories. And now I believe the technical department now for them, therefore don't get the plan of what they want to do for the next 1 year, for the next 3 years, which is a 3 years or 4 year cycle. Me, I would recommend a 4 year cycle, because see, we don't need quick fix now. Thank God these junior competitions they come up, they see a lot of a platform for the players and for let they know what it entails in playing competitions.
Yeah.
And that experience. Now only way you go there, now you get up. You buy that shop. You coach not the training for let get experience.
Until you play, encounter
person from Guinea, from Mali, from Nigeria, that feeling they build them up. I can always from them, we don't need a quick fix. Now what you need for we game against Nigeria, don't use this process as a building process. That's why we need for let the league start, because the rebuilding process entails 70% of home base. So we need with domestic league for going, because now they will get for rebuild, bring younger legs in, give them experience playing friendlies. Now Nigeria they play double friendly. We don't know whose player will go for invite, because most of only 21 years they will not play senior competition for national team, and I believe we for use this period for plan well for the next 4 years. We also will get for land. If talking about the junior competition, we get a way to go for Senegal and Cape Verde. We get
also they bring seven other
countries for camp, and this competition they serve as a qualifier
to the Nations Cup.
We are it save we a lot of money.
Yeah,
exactly. So in terms of traveling for global qualifiers somewhere else,
they save a lot of money. Then it give we players them a lot of experience
and confidence also,
and confidence playing this competition. So we need for prioritize this competition not only for go so they go participate because we are member of WAFU, but to for go compete and make mark like what we do na Guinea. We see a lot of rising. We see Sofia Kaloko.
Then at the overall tournament team.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is part of the tournament team.
Yeah.
So that they show say this competition for take and serious, and how they take and serious. We need for start for play with games at home. Because then team they look at now we get a female tournament again. We not get female league where they play. The ladies and they do very, very well.
Yeah,
because
over
10-15 years we not play organized female football league not play. Pass the half of Canada when you go and play. We see them they host them, they not lost no game. Now only they
miss out on
qualifying to the semi-finals. When we are in that, as you say, the talents are back home. We get them. So all we just need for do, low press. If not every week for write letter for send correspondent to the people way available, we get for the addition. Now we get it as a football association and the PLB. Let we present a plan to them. So this plan wants.
Okay.
Because maybe they don't get because they work go too, but now they don't remember about football. Without go football plan out for football for start again. So let the football association take the lead. If not every week, send correspondent every week. When person receive letter 1, 2, 3 10, you go know the seriousness and the urgency of
we attach to
them. Because mind you, we then think they are going for camp. Now government again, get for pay. And because if we not start anything serious now, if at the end of the after 2 months, government can put all them billions, so it's like we are wasting the taxpayers' money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
the responsibility lies with governments, for ensure that they ban and of course the restriction of sporting activities is lifted, and for football,
especially on the national teams.
Exactly, because the thing is, like all the two panelists I don't mention, when it comes to financing the national teams, whether at home or away, junior or senior, the responsibility is on the shoulders of the government, and government always ensure that it don't come out for ensure that it take out this responsibility. They are full, but what you go gain if at the end of the day, you pay for your picking for go sick beke, but not to just for like pass. Sit down at Form 1, sit down at Form 2, sit down at Form 3, and then you just go pay say go sick beke.
Yeah.
I mean, they expect to go produce good results. So if one follow the picking produce good results in the name of national teams, they will go for open up the space for ensure that they train and of course they match fit so that they're able to go compete. Like we mentioned very recently in Guinea, the Bobo they make you very proud in Sierra Leone where they play the WAFU, female tournaments, regardless of the fact that you not get a female league we don't play, then go out there, and play, man for man, playing against the top nations in Africa, and of course they're not escaping defeat, they escaping defeat from the team. I mean, it's something to celebrate about, and of course this has been an amazing program. Simon had already said their heart out. So they go for this quick break and we'll come back, we'll go close.
Orange money make life for it easy.
Orange Money don't put yagba pa me. The only thing we get for do for make bill payments na for dial #144#. Select 3 for make payments. Select 1 for ETSA. Enter almost money I want buy in Leons. Enter me 11-digit ETSA meter number. Enter me password for confirm and press send. You go receive a confirmation message na your phone. You see? 1 yagba you no get. Orange Money. Me phone, me couple.
Orange.
Yeah, welcome again. I mean, it's been a pleasure, sitting here with two great personalities when it comes to Sierra football. Noi Houghton, for sure, the CEO of Central Parade, one of the Premier League clubs. This club, the last season before they aborted league, and be one of the best performing teams this year. I mean, they have played some of the best football. Really, I'm serious about this. When it comes to really, in terms of rolling the ball, playing good football, they play good football, but result not good anyway. Sometimes it does happen. Yeah, but season before last, they make how do I call it team? FC Kalonak reverse. And it was amazing. The better now, where the defender better, where they play on the side of Bo Rangers, so one of the most amazing players. And this season also they don't introduce another better, one of the most amazing, strikers, of the league this particular season. So. Taking it from Musa Ibe mentioned about the feel of you wanting to see your boys play again, when you can go to bed dreaming about where to start from, for sure you won't foresee that by the next click of the hand, government lift the ban for play football. And for sure, we'll get for continue for do this now, all we angles them. So whatever it is we need for state of government to have to say it, because for sure this is a program that is well followed.
Definitely. Me like Central Park will get a plan. We not go get starting, we not get everybody together one go to break the team into 4. We are in 2 sessions the morning, 2 night, 2 evening. So we get everybody training in isolated groups.
Okay.
Then after 1 or 2 weeks, we bring everybody on board. Together.
And this will still happen a year as well.
That plan we get, but that plan will materialize until. The head of NACOVAC and Sports Ministry, the NSA, everybody and SLFA, they sit around and do a time frame or timetable how we go lift the restriction, government lift the restriction, because honestly, clubs and they gone, entertainment all they gone, church mosques open, markets open, football
locked,
and government and this government, they spend a huge money on football.
Huge amounts of money. They will spend over 5 billion leons on the local league in the last two years.
So I don't see no reason why make we for Bell them again. And therefore can Bell win out say, but how not go able to start? Because let's remember that money we don't put. Now they forget the result, because employee like we on our payroll, payroll we have over 40 people.
Sierra Leoneans
who they pay players, technical team, support staff, over 40. So that alone, 40 people are out of employment now.
Big body
yes. From just one club, we get 14 clubs. Some clubs get 60, like the Lions, the FC Calon. They get huge squad, huge people, employees, and then people are holding out of job. So let government find way how they go able to come ASAP. This is about just giving the announcement to Monday morning. Say okay, well, don't restrict partially.
Let football return. And talking about government in role, I think we are hearing the government, talking to football clubs from Division 1, Division 2, Premier League, also by way of supporting them because of this COVID impact, for ameliorate the suffering.
Exactly. So, just like for take a key from what my colleague rightly say, and when this government came up in the last 2 years, I mean they don't spend a huge sum of money, especially in local game. You understand? And these are the first time this is why I don't see in so many years I see physically a head of state with a President Bill, they go attend
local game
Leon Stars training.
Yeah,
and apart from that Leon Star training, if I go surprise them, he gave them $20,000. Yes, on that day.
I was there anyways, but the amount of that money which was given was missed in account until sometime.
No, it was $20,000. I was there.
I know.
So and apart from that, frequently, once in a while, the man they go in wife, the first lady, they go watch local league matches. Mm-hmm. So it tells you that the president himself, is very much passionate about football. You understand? And to be honest, one of the things that we don't make it get popularity through this football there. So we don't see any reason as to why they get any iota of lifting this ban. So then we call on them, say, let's try to ease some of the restrictions. Just like what Noel say, the bars that they open, the marketplaces that they open, mosques that they open, all of the areas that they open. But we football, and we not just can't play football for the sake of playing. We get international competitions ahead, and then when CAF release the new competitions calendar, by July next year, all leagues in Africa for no end. You understand? So we even we look at league system, we don't get a time limit. You understand? By July, we for no end we league them. So if the clubs then now
that's the next league season.
The next league season. About, so for us start with league either September or October or latest November for able to complete the 2-round league as against July for engagement. So all of the things that they play now. So that I make one for call on the government, President Bio. You don't spend a lot of resources in local football, both the national team and even for sponsor the local game. So one for appeal to you from the Football Association point of view for making you actually ease some of the restriction and then we start for play the game.
Yeah, indeed, this is not the clarion call on all football authorities, and of course Sierra Leoneans, passionate Sierra Leoneans who love the game, who love the sport, the one for ensure that they go out there and get the social evenings, the posse one for left town here for going to corner for go watching Diamond Stars play, one for left town both for seeing Bo Rangers playing.
I miss her so much because the only way we interact with the meter stadium, for over 2-3 months now, we don't interact. We don't see.
And the producer tell me of how he be on that tension one particular match evening where Easter Lions, whether be the squeeze Easter Lions. Well, and indeed, I'm so happy, and somehow very much emotional, because I've worked for a very long period of time since 2014 with Priority Solution and Orange, first from Airtel, then Orange, the biggest and the telecom service provider in this country, one of the biggest telecom service provider in the world, Orange, and it's time to say goodbye, as a host for this show. But for sure, when it comes to me on ideas and inputs, you always will remain valid to this program. You always could be available, and for sure, for where throughout this, this year, I don't say by the end of the year, we'll turn the camera, to the magic man them behind, seeing these images, these beautiful images through, the SLBC TV and of course on all the social media platforms. Well, they are not around it. But now on the time for us to see the faces, and of course Agogo, when our head of production, Priority Solution, and of course for Oran Football Special, go join me on stage, and let you see how exactly it looks very well. Oh my God. Agogo.
It's all good, man.
Yeah. It's a pleasure. It has been a pleasure working with you, and for sure, it's a relationship I've enjoyed, and it's a working relationship I've enjoyed. I will continue to enjoy even after here. Sometimes we argue what to do, angles to take, but that's all been amazing. Of course, I have Richie Bonner, when are the assistants to, I can call him the Creole Striker, the assistant to Agogo. Richie, you've been amazing. Yes, you're a brother and you remain a brother. For sure, I've got Christian, Christian are the sound engineer, and of course he has been doing an amazing job for us here. Super Christian. Now Manchester United, Easter Lions, they support, but for sure Easter Lions, I want him and the way there's so much, and of course, the producer himself, MC Owen, the man who was 1 year old when Liverpool last win the Premier League. Now he's 31 and Liverpool win the Premier League thereafter. He's a big guy now. And of course, today we'll go guest with stranger, Mr. Hudson Jr., you know, come join on stage, come on. Look out for him, you know. Noah is striker when they come, you know.
For Central Parade.
Come on. Yes. I mean, it's been lovely here, and of course on behalf of myself, you know, the production team, Priority Solution, Orange and Orange Football Special, I want to say it's been an amazing moment, and of course with my guest Naya, you know, Mr. Noy, and of course SIS, you know, the encyclopedia of African football, you know. I mean, one for sign out with a bang.
With a bang.